From trash to treasure. That's what we'll be talking about today. And no, I won't be showing you how to turn your trash into chunks of gold. If I knew, I'd just keep it to myself. But what I am going to show you guys is how you can turn your old images that you have lying around on your hard drive into black and white works of art. You know, there's old images that you considered throwing them in the trash bin and never see them again. Well, before I show you this quick editing method of how to turn your old images, color images, and even black and white images into works of art, I'm going to show you what I had lying around on my PC hard drive, which I also thought that were no good and I should throw them away. But then I had a light bulb idea. I said, why not turn them into black and white? Well, that's what I did, and it worked out well. In fact, I have these images behind me on the wall. These were considered, I was considering of throwing them in the trash bin. And like I said, I turned them into black and white. These I turned into black and white. The editing process was a bit long, but today I'm going to show you a quick editing process that can transform your images from boring, flat, and you know what, into beautiful black and white images. I'm going to show you how you can achieve these similar results on a few images that I also took and thought they were no good. So join me everyone and we'll begin this quick editing process. So this is one of the images that we'll be editing today, turning it from color to black and white. Like I said in the intro, I was going to throw this in the trash bin, but I kept it and decided to turn it into black and white. And this is the other image also that we'll be editing. It was a night shot. I also was going to discard it, and again I'm be turning it into black and white because there's not much going on here. I mean, we just have like one color coming out from this light here, and the other image, this one, not much going on here, just a Grand Harbor of Malta. But I give it a try and turn it into black and white, and the main reason is because we have some nice cloud coverage. So I'm going to start off with this image. I also mentioned in the intro it will be a quick edit. I won't be doing my usual edit, guys, like I usually do, taking it over to Photoshop. I prefer that method, but just for the sake of the video and editing quick images, instead of going through the whole procedure, which will take quite a while. So I'm going to do what I never usually do. I'm going to turn it to black and white by pressing on this black and white button here. But first I'm going to do some editing in color, and I always increase the color to the full, and I'll show you in a minute. So first I'm going to tweak these sliders here on the exposure panel. I'm going to start by reducing the highlights. I'm going to increase the shadows to get some detail in the trees there. And I'm going to increase the whites until I see clippings on the histogram and dial it down just a bit more. I do the same for the blacks until I see clippings. I'm going to give it a touch of contrast to around there. I'm going to reduce just a touch of exposure, and that should be okay. I'm going to head over to the effects panel. I'm going to try and hurry up because like I said, I want it to be a quick edit. A touch of texture. To around 10, and a touch of clarity. Always be careful with these sliders because you'll be increasing noise if you have noise in your images. And I'm going to give a bit of dehaze. Don't worry about the color. We want it full color, like I said. I'm going to go down to the detail I always reduce the radius, increase the detail, hold down the Alt key or the Option key on a Mac and raise the masking until you see white, which will be sharpened. And I'm going to raise just a bit of sharpening to around 50. Next thing I usually do is go down to the calibration, increase the blue primary saturation to around there. As you can see, it's over saturated. Don't worry, that's how we want it. And here I'm going to go back to the exposure panel and remove this clipping here. And I'll try first by increasing the blacks. And that should be it. And here we're going to turn it into black and white. I'm going to press the black and white button, like I said, not taking it to Photoshop, to make this editing as short as possible. So if you have any old images, you can just do these quick edits like I'm doing now. Press the black and white button. And here, the next thing we're going to do, if you want, you can go down to the black and white mixer here and then play around with these colors. As you can see, you're moving the individual colors to where you want them. I'm going to leave it how it is for now, and I'm just going to head straight over to the masking. And the first thing I'm going to do with the masking, I'm going to use a linear gradient. And I'll be placing it over the top part of the sky. Just like that. Don't worry about the tree here. If you want, you can remove it, the mask from the tree. Just click on these three dots, insert mask and select sky. And there we have the masking removed from the tree branches there. And I'm going to reduce the exposure to around there. I have some dust spots here. I'm going to leave them so I don't take too long with this editing. And I'm going to use another linear gradient. And I'm going to place it over the top part of the sky, but not too much. And again, I'm going to click on the three dots, intersect mask with sky, let it render, and then reduce the exposure once again to around there. Next, I'm going to use another linear gradient for the foreground, and I'm going to raise it to around there, guys, and reduce the exposure. And that should be okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a radial gradient, and I'm going to place it over the middle part of the image, the center part of the image. And here I'm going to increase the exposure just a touch, like that. And next I'm going to do another radial gradient. We're soon ready. I'm going to place it exactly in the first radial gradient was. And here I'm going to invert it. And I'm sure you're guessing we're going to create a vignette. And there we have our vignette. I'm going to head out of the masking. And I'm going to show you the before and after by pressing P on the keyboard. That's the before, the color image, and that's the after with the black and white image. And here, guys, we have a much better image in black and white. We can go even further by doing some masking using the brush on here, but I'll leave it up to you if you want to do these other edits on it. I'm going to show you the before and after again. That's the before, and that's the after. And you see we have a nice perfect black and white image. Now I'm gonna go over to the other image. I'm gonna do the same for this image which was shot at night. And here the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna crop it just a bit to around there. And I think I'm gonna straighten out these walls. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the guides here. I'm gonna place it over this part of the wall. I'm gonna use another one, and I'm gonna place it here as well. And here we're gonna get a nice straight image. That should be okay. I'm gonna crop it again. I'm gonna crop it even further to remove these white parts here to around there, and that should be okay. Next thing I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna head out of here, and here I'm not going to do much with this image. There's not much to do. That's why I was going to discard it. But I'm going to increase just a touch of shadows. We have some dust spots here. I'm going to leave them for the sake of the video. It's not to be too long. I'm going to increase a bit of blacks to remove the clippings on the histogram. I'm going to increase a touch of texture, just a bit, because don't forget, if you have noise, you can increase the noise, especially if it's a night shot. I'm going to increase a bit of dehaze also. Next, I'm going to head down to the detail. Again, reduce the radius, increase the detail, hold down your masking Alt key on your keyboard or Option key on a Mac, and I'm just going to sharpen the whiter parts of the image. And I'm going to increase a bit of sharpening to around 50. And from here, guys, I'm not going to touch the color on it because like I said, there's not much color anyway, and I'm just going to turn it to black and white by pressing the black and white button here. And here we get a much better black and white image. Maybe the wall isn't that straight, but leave it for now. You can do it in your own time, just for the sake of the video, not to be as long as the other ones. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight to the masking also. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the new masking tools. I'm going to click on landscape here. And here we have the new masking tool, guys. And I'm going to select sky. Press create. And what I'm going to do here is just darken a bit more the sky to around there. Next, I'm going to use again, select landscape. And here I'm going to select vegetation. And what I want to do here is increase just the shadows. To around there, and maybe a touch of exposure, and that we get more detail in this bush here. Next thing I'm going to do is go to the linear gradient, And here I'm going to create a gradient just for the foreground. To around there, I'm going to reduce the exposure. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use a radial gradient. And I'm going to put it over this light bulb here. And I'm going to increase the exposure just a touch more. I'm going to go back to the masking, create another radial gradient, and here I'm going to place it just under the light bulb here. So we get the light heading over this paved road here. I'm going to increase the exposure. I'm going to head back to the linear gradient that I created, which is this one, and I'm going to reduce the exposure even more. To around there. Next thing I'm going to do, guys, we're soon ready. I'm going to use another radial gradient, and I'm going to create a vignette. I'm sure you guess when I use the vignette, it means we've come to the end of the editing. And here I'm just going to invert it and reduce the exposure. And there we have our black and white image. And like before, I'm going to show you the before and after, pressing P on the keyboard. That's the before, guys. And this is the after image turned to black and white. I'm going to show you the before as well. And now the after. And there we have two images. From color, we turned to black and white instead of discarding them and throwing them in the trash bin. I'm going to show you the first image again. And I'm going to show you the second image. So if you have any old color images or even old black and white images, all you need to do is a touch of editing, quick editing, and especially masking. Well, that's all, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks for clicking on my channel. Please hit the subscribe button, a thumbs up, and please share my video also. Thank you, and leave any comments below. Thank you, and I'll see you in another video.